Here we go, take 2. I don't know what happened and all that. I guess I had myself on mute for a bit there because I didn't want to. I had a TV going on in the background, and I didn't want to advertise, because I didn't know what would be commercial and allowed through YouTube here. But if so, here you go. Yeah, if anyone. Didn't like me to share that link. Hey JB, how's it going? I had to restart my video here, so I originally sent an invite to you. Let me know if you want to join. I'll send a new invite out to you, but or in fact, I'll try this if YouTube doesn't reject it. Yeah, rejected it. YouTube rejected your comments. It's fairly common when sharing a link. You may share a link in another way. So yeah. Here, I'll just share an invite to you this way. So if you wanted to join me by any means, so but yeah. You don't have to, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe I've been 2 years, and how's it going, Ace? How's it going? But yeah, it's been 2 years since I started here. I was just started out just doing normal videos of New Comic Book Day stuff, and just me sitting in front of my computer here, just talking, but just showing what I got in new comic books, and then I I remember my channel slowly grew. I was buying like 90% DC, Superman and Action Comics, because that was my favorite superhero growing up, was Superman. He was so cool that, I just didn't mind to buy anything else. Then I started just watching other videos like We Love Comics and Arkham Comics and Collectibles and Reggie Collects. And I remember watching Reggie. He was collecting his ASM run at the time, because and just Reggie's passion for Amazing Spider-Man was so cool. It was just so cool to see his passion that it got me into Spider-Man. I bought a Spider-Man or two. Just liked the story, because this is after, I think this is about 810. About 40 issues ago. So, but I got really into ASM, and I wanted to collect Amazing Spider-Man to complete my run. So my channel slowly devolved from here are my normal what I got to YouTube eBay unboxings to other things. Now I'm having, now I'm part of auctions. I'm collecting pops, which I totally blame Discovery Bay for, getting me into, but it is what it is. So yeah, let me try and drop it. I've tried dropping the link twice, but they didn't like it. So if I can't do it, what I will do is Instagram it to you. I need to copy it. So yeah, let's try, So, but yeah, you're welcome to join me if you want. Got it. So, yeah. So yeah, there should be a link there. So yeah, feel free to stop by. But yeah, just not much going on, having a little fun. Thought, not much going on. Want to hang out and chat and see what the community is up to. I'm getting some stickers for my channel in. It's a little 9-pack thing that they offer. Hey, Stay Puff, how's it going?
What's going on, man?
Not much. How's it going?
Just wanted to pop in and congratulate you for 2 years. I'm approaching 2 years next month, actually on YouTube.
Yeah, it's hard to believe in a sense, because 1 year I was like almost there kind of thing, and then it's like, wow, 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy how time flies.
I guess it's 2020 and no one wants to remember it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it over yet? Please tell me it's over.
I just want things to get better so we can go to cons again and have fun with members in the community.
Yeah, that's true. So, yep, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna try and do that 365 days or 66 days of Spider-Man. So, I'm working that out. So I thought it'd be a perfect jumping off point, basically between anniversaries and all that. So, but since you're here and I can have someone here to talk, I'm designing two new ideas for channel art, you know, on the YouTube, on all that, the art that's displayed. So I have two different options that I have done. One is finished and one is still being tinkered with. Here's the first one. So
Nice.
So yeah, I have my first 4 ASM books, since that's what I'm after in the run. And then the pops I've gotten into from Discovery, you know, when he got me into, he got the 80-year Spider-Man, the, you know, Cyborg Superman, the Goku, both on the 2020 convention, and the half-away Venomized Green Goblin, since I couldn't quite fit it the way I did the comics over here.
Yeah.
And then I thought, hey, well, I had blue up here before, but I just didn't know what to do. It just didn't look 100%. I mean, I realized most of it's going to be gone when I upload it. But I thought, put the 4 ASM books that are on my, you know, next, you know, because it's basically, I got Grail, I got ASM 1 and 2 and 4 and all that. So all those Grails were ticked off. So if I added more Grails to it, these are the next 4 on the list of what I want more than anything. You know, 6, 13, 129, and 121. You know, some pretty cool books, especially if I had to pick a single one I was after, would be 129 if I did just one over the other, partly because of the price of that one. So, but what do you think about that?
I thought this is pretty dope. You know, I like, you know, the 4 books that you want as Grails. Those are your last to get Grails.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your slabs there on the side. First issue, the first 4 issues?
Yep, first 4 ASM that I got. My cover list with the facsimile cover, and my number 2, number 3, and number 4. So
yeah, that's awesome. And then you got yourself in the middle, and you know the pops. You know, and I like how you got the Spider-Man and the Superman pops together. You know, since those are your top 2 characters.
Yeah,
you know, it goes well.
Yeah, I thought about it going like Superman was what I was as a kid and what I started out collecting, you know, because I have these 2 right here. All right, I understand, JB. Thank you for coming. But these 2 are the valuable ones, worth about. Let me see, because I have the app here. They are. Come on. Let's go filter it in by highest to low. Yeah, so the Goku pop here is worth $95 right now, and Cyborg Superman is worth $65. So they're 2 of my more valuable, you know, pops there that I have. So, but then I have the regular, like I said, Green Goblin and Spider-Man, which is my Superman and Lex Luthor for, you know, Spider-Man. So
yeah,
they're the ones that they're the average. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? I recently got 4 Instagram comics from Amazing Spider-Man from this guy here. You know, he reached out to me, saw my video, and said, I have these doubles of these books, and I bought them from him, and so yeah, he helped me get a little bit closer to my run here. So, but yeah, this is my first one I wanted to do. Then I had a second idea, which was this one, which I'm not done toying with it, like I said, but it's right here. So a lot simpler in the look. And the way this one would work, because I mean, I'm toying with the idea, you know, because I'm like, you can leave it here, or I can move it more up into the blue, because I'm not sure quite how I like, because I think I finally decided I want this here, but I'm not sure how the red is interacting with it, since this is a lot in blue, you know. And thanks, NYC. Thank you for stopping by and well wishes. But I was thinking about moving it up, so because I basically turned my logo into the O of the comics. But if I moved it up here, I'll move it right there for now. I thought it looked a little bit better because blue is my favorite color, and I thought it worked just a little bit better up there in the blue.
Hey, we're both wearing blue. That's our favorite colors, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. You know, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see my thumbnails a lot. I like to toy with the space and all that. I love just the space colors and the stars and all that, and so I put that as a lot of the background stuff. I mean, my biggest problem is my I overcrowd, things. I can't simplify very easily. I like to.
Did you think of putting like a Superman at that bottom negative space? Since Superman can fly in space, it'd be your since Superman's your second character. This one would be Superman
Well,
focused.
if I did that, I'd want to also put Spider-Man too, since Superman is my original. But yeah, if I could have some sort of like, that color air behind it, like here to Superman flying across the bottom like thing. If I found the perfect picture, yeah, I mean, then you can have, then like can literally can have Spider-Man hanging upside here. But if I didn't, if you look at my logo here, and again, I have to go find it now since I'm looking at the other screen. My logo here, I have it anyway.
Yeah.
Both Superman ends there. So, I mean, I realize it's being smaller as it is, but so who knows? Like I said, this one's not done yet. I'm toying with it, but this one I'm actually succeeding in making it look simple and keeping it simple. So that's that part. So anyway, those are the two I've been toying with. What do you guys think that have been watching it? Let me know in the comments. The A or B. Or should I say, A or the B? Yeah, so I say so. So I'm leaning more towards this one because I like the colors, behind it. I'd still have the other one, but to switch around. But
you got the blue at the top and the red at the bottom. It just clashes perfectly.
Yeah, I think I forget when I just like look for space cosmic pictures, and when I find perfect pictures like this, I save them, so that way I don't have to go looking through them again. So yeah, that's just me. And anyone else who wants to stop by, I'll re-drop the link here, or you can scroll up a little bit. But yeah, everyone's welcome to come hang out. So since I don't want to be just talking all the time, so
yeah, I mean, I won't be on too long, but I just want to come on and just chat a little bit.
Well, I appreciate it. So since I remember you were one of the first people who was always on my, I was always one of the regulars I had when I was doing videos, and so I'd always talk to you, and so I was like, yeah, send the invite, good to have, you here. So it was just like really cool, and so, but yeah, so
we got less than 100 days on that 366 days of Spider-Man that I'm doing.
Yeah, you're at what, 266, I think. Yeah.
Well, the last one was 268, but that was Thursday, so I ain't post the last 2.5 days. I'll post some books today just to catch up. But
yeah, that'll be the hardest for me because I spent all of yesterday because I've been doing a lot of a regular thing where I'm not on JB's Discovery's channel every single day, but the way when I do Instagram, I'm basically on there every single day, and so I've been and hey, what's up, Ruben? How's it going? Cowabunga. Yeah, I do agree with you more, Mr. Gretzky. So, but what I've done is, like I said, the whole comic book pop thing and all that. And so yesterday, I basically spent 7-8 hours because I had nothing but a free day. I had nothing really but a free day. So I took like 40 or 50 books, maybe even close to 60 books, and made 60 tags for Monday through Friday. I think I was heavy on the Friday, but I created it. So I have in the next 4 to 5 weeks already planned for all the tags, and so I can build a little at a time. So, but yeah, I've been not making
that works.
Yeah, so channel's not making money yet. Making money at all yet, but I didn't do it for the money. I'm doing it for the fun. So I have.
That's exactly how I see my channel. Is I do it for fun. When I do my Saturday show, I try and get new people in there just to talk and have fun, good conversations with it.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a Patreon thing set up, but I only have it set up for it's like $1. A supporting you kind of a thing. So if anyone wanted to support me and all that, it's $1. And the link would be on my main page to my Patreon. But yeah, it's just a way to, because I do that with Discovery's channel. I do that $1 thing and all that just to. I don't do much with Patreon and all that because I don't have a lot of extra finances because all the money goes into my collecting. I have no money anyway for extra Patreon stuff. So, but $1, I can easily give $1 and all that. I don't feel that at all. So I thought if anyone felt the same way, they're more than welcome to support me. And if not, thank you for stopping by. So, but yeah, what's up with you and your channel?
Well, this Tuesday is actually my birthday.
Ah, happy
Yes,
birthday.
September 29th. So I'll be doing the live stream that Tuesday night with Sharon, Life with Two YouTubers, because it's also her birthday. With the September 29th
Awesome.
kids. So I'll be doing the show Tuesday. It's an open invite, so anybody's welcome to come on the show. And then I know Friday I'll be doing my hip hop discussion, old school hip hop discussion, volume 2.
Yeah.
That'll be fun again. And then Saturday, of course, is chatting with the comic community. And I'm also part of a group called the Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion. And they'll be doing a live show Saturday evening. So also part of a group.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My volume was up. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, I won't be able to be a part of that at all because I'm doing my the knockout on Tuesday night. So I'm doing the next episode of the knockout. And yeah, like you said, happy birthday. So I'll definitely do that. So
yeah.
And yep, thank you, Titus, for coming. So, but yeah, so that would be fun. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I haven't been very lucky as far as my arguments have gone. I've got a lot of basically.
Hey, you do your best, man. I mean, the one thing I do like about that show is, everybody presents their points and their arguments, but
Yeah.
it's nothing, not a big deal. We
Mhm.
all have our points and arguments. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose.
Yeah.
But it's a fun little debate show. Talking about our favorite characters and heroes.
Yeah. Because what is it? I was 9 episodes. Yeah, I've done 9 episodes so far, and I've won 3. So my ratio is 3 and 6. So not very good, but yeah, it was more for the fun. But hey, I won where it counted. I won the first Spider-Man. I won Wolverine and Captain America, but I've handed off Captain America and Wolverine. So now and then I lost the second round with Spider-Man. So now I get to be host and nothing else. So. But yeah, if you wanted to, when I do season 2, if you wanted to, I can be more than happy to have you on if you wanted to be a part of it.
I'll have to see.
No problem about that. So I've been thinking about doing it because like creating a list, of like 20 characters, and then having have people going, okay, here's a list, pick a character, know.
Because the one thing about the debate shows, even if you know the character, you still have to do research about it and see if he matches up well with the character he's going against, and their power sets and stuff. So it's definitely something that you gotta make sure you have your information.
Yeah, that's awesome, Titus. Good job.
Yeah, man, great.
Yep. And yeah, my brother's birthday was September 19th. It was just 10 days ago. So right 10 days ago. Well, no, almost 10 days, a week ago. But yeah. So yeah, a lot of birthdays seem to fall in April. My sister's is in August. My brother's here. Yeah, just a lot of birthdays scattered around. Of course, my family breeds more than Catholic rabbits. So it's like, stop having kids. They have these little things made of rubber. It helps. So it's like, damn. But anyway. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm just glad, that you've been on for 2 years, and I was one of your earliest people to communicate with you and stuff like that. And you've done a great job in getting yourself involved with the community. I mean, you've been on Comic Gories, and you was on my show once, where we talked Spider-Man comics and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that for the 2 years, you starting to grow a little bit more and be more in part of the community.
Yeah, because like I said, and hey Jeff, Comic 813, I do not think I've seen you before, so welcome.
Yeah, he's part of my the Silver Age Sunday crew. He'd be on my show all the time.
Awesome. And I can imagine that. Sheesh, I'm the oldest of 8. Let's see. Dad had 4 more kids after he got remarried. Mom had 2 more. And then me and my brother. So I'm the oldest of 8. And my stepdad had 2 others before he met my mom. So technically I'm part of 10. So it's, yeah. But yeah, I've gotten into stuff and all that. I slowly got into it. Yeah, Comic Wars was a lot of fun. In fact, I think it's still the best show I've ever seen here on YouTube. Matt and John do a great show. It's been a lot of fun. I haven't yet won in person or gone to the second round in person, but I won the at-home version. So I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah, I have yet to be on Comic Gory, so I'm debating whether I want to make my first appearance on there. Because it's a fun show, but it's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, of course. The way I redesign my room, I would have to refit my drawers or figure things out again because I had it perfect before, but now I basically can't do that again because my desk is this way, so I can have my background. So I shot myself in the foot. So it'd be a lot harder to do it, but it is what it is. But yeah, then I got into auctions a little bit here and
Yeah,
there.
you've
And
been
so, yeah,
doing
I've
that.
slowly got out more. I've gone into Instagram and all that and created that more than just here's what I got. I've actually done, made it that thing where I done where my basically known for if I had to say anything was the IG tags with the comic and pop. It's basically what I started doing primarily there, and that's how because I like appearing on Discovery's channel on the IDG tag of the day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, nothing much really. No, I'm just here talking and talking. So, but yeah, I got some cool pops that got set up here, so I got a nice little section because otherwise you couldn't really tell I was into pops and all that. I had just all the comics and all that, but a little shelf over there gave me a little representation of both sides of my world. So the
Yeah.
idea behind my new logo.
I try not to fall into the trap of Funko Pops because it can get addicting. Not only Funko Pops I have a few Marvel ones like Punisher and Spider Man, and
Yeah,
then I got the complete a Ghostbuster set, a Gargoyle set from the cartoon from the '90s,
yeah.
and that's it.
Well,
Like,
I wasn't into it either. In fact, I only had six beforehand. One of them because it was my favorite football player for my favorite team. Well, not favorite player, but favorite team. But then because I was always doing the comic tags and all that, and the way he did it before was always perfect. But when he started, you know, comic and pop kind of a thing, it was like, no, I'm not getting the tag anymore. I gotta up my game. So
I did slow down when it comes to tags on Instagram because it could get overwhelming when when people are tagging you for multiple things, and I used to do that a lot, but then I kind of slowed down because of work life and stuff like that, and I just felt lazy wanting to go through my collection.
yeah. Well, the only thing I don't like is when I am tagged on a part of something. I don't know. It's either I'm tagged as a part of it or I'm tagged somewhere. But when I keep getting notifications for that specific on that specific post or whatever, it's like, how can I
Oh,
turn
you
off?
talking about when somebody tags you, and then a lot of people comment on that tag, and it's notifying you that
Yeah, it's like
people are
going like,
commenting.
okay, great. I'm happy that their post is very popular, but dang, stop doing it to me. Yeah, it looks like you have some looks like you have to mount some comics and toys to the ceiling. No, I cannot do that. I got posters up there. Wasted, no, don't waste real estate. Yeah, I have a poster of my favorite football team, Denver Broncos in the championship they wore, a poster of the 9 Harry Potter movies, the collage, a art print of the Denver Broncos from some guy who lives in Pueblo, a puzzle that I glued together, a couple of comic book posters, and a painting I've done. So yeah, I have half the ceiling left, but but no, I wouldn't trust a comic book up there. I'll be in here I'd be in my room even more, going, "Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall."
Yeah, man, it's precious stuff.
Yeah,
But
but
like
yeah,
you,
this is the guy. John Tinsel was the one who designed my logo and all that.
oh,
And
awesome.
when I did my logo contest and all that, he blew everyone else out of the water and all that. So it was really cool. In fact, I almost thought about going. Should I get if I ever did a redesign or get a second design for a logo, I'd basically drop Superman and have it all Spider-Man related kind of a thing. But I haven't done it yet because I still like my logo, and the desire to have a cooler one is not outweighing the I like my old one.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy with it. So, but if I ever did and all that, I'd probably contact Draw Tinsel here and see if he would be willing to do something else for me. So, or maybe
Oh,
even do, hey, Draw Tinsel, since you're here, if you ever had some free time or whatever, we can talk on Instagram. I'm doing a kind of a redesign for channel art on my YouTube page and all that and I do it with my computer. And this is what I've kind of come up with for my favorite part. You know, my logo with comic and pops kind of thing. But if you had an idea for something Spider-Man related and all that, and you can incorporate this and all that, I'd be more than happy to hear your ideas, and maybe even, like I said, do it, or you know, pay you for a commission and all that for your time, because I'm not going to make you do it. I'm not going to make you, you know, give me your free time and all that. So, you know, but yeah, so if you wanted to do that, draw tinsel and all that, you know, hit me up on IG afterwards and we can talk for a little bit, or I'd be more than happy to hear your ideas since you designed my logo. But I'm talking a
So,
mile a minute and I don't know what I'm saying.
but yeah, I'm gonna head out because I gotta get ready to go take a nap because I gotta work tonight. But I just want to pop in and give you all the support and hang out with you for a bit. It's great having you on, and 2 years it flew by quick. I'll be doing the 2-year anniversary next month. So
Yeah. Well, like I said, if I can stay vigilant, I guess I'd be more than happy to appear in the chat or on the panel or whatever. So if I have the free time, so you let me know, and if I have the time, I'm more than happy to stop by and say hi. So
yeah.
So
all
yeah,
right, man. Peace out,
take
man.
care and thank you for stopping by.
No problem.
So, but yeah, you wife has 2 pops and you have 18. Yeah, well, that's a lot smaller than my 96. I swear, I get a passion, and I can't. There's no brake pedal. When I get into something, the brakes do not exist. It's only the gas. So it's like 100 miles an hour as fast as you can, and before you realize it, you have a couple thousand comic books and almost 100 pops. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, my ASM collection here in the back, where you can see behind me, a lot of it and all that, or not a lot of it, but a lot of the graded ones, since I have Spider-Man there, Spider-Man in the first row, all Spider-Man down here except for 2 of the Fantastic Four keys, 48 and 49. But I was thinking, I just need a few more. Hey, Raymond, how's it going? Not much, man, not much. But I was thinking, if I just needed to have 2 more graded Amazing Spider-Man keys, and I can have a solid wall of ASM. But yep, it's been fun. Wow, 10 years, huh? That's I've been on YouTube that long. I started out. This is my original channel that I created on YouTube way back when it was just Matt. Back when it was just under Matt and all that. And all I had was folders for my favorite. I had music videos I liked, because I had like I was into Harry Potter and things like that. So if I saw a cool music video related to Harry Potter, like a song, on Mulan where they do the "Make a Man Out of You," that song, and there's like Harry Potter, "Make a Man Out of You," or "Savages" from Pocahontas and all that is perfect for Dumbledore's Army versus Death Eaters, and that's what I had on there. So I had folders like that, and then I had a folder for politics where I kept music videos of that I really liked. I won't go into politics because this is not what the channel is about. If you wanted to talk politics, I'm more than happy to on a private means, but I don't do politics on my YouTube channels because there are some of you out there who would disagree with me. So it's to keep my opinions to myself. But yeah, just things like that. And then when I got into YouTube here, I put some of that stuff into private folders, deleted the rest that didn't matter to me anymore, and changed Matt, my last name to Mr. Comics 89. Since I thought, I wasn't as creative as some of you guys out there. Like I'm just going to use you as an example, or I'm not sure if that's your real name, Mr. Gretzky, or all that, but not or whatever, just or Discovery Bay or Burke Family kind of thing, or other people just have these really creative names and all that. I'm not that creative and all that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not talking about it, so it doesn't but yeah, I just wasn't that creative, so I thought Mr. Comics and all that, since I was collecting comic books and got into that, so that's why I did it. And I took 89 because that was the year I was born. And that's how I came up with Mr. Comics 89. So it's a perfectly cool name, you know, like that. And it's really nice because, you know, I can be Mr. Comics and all that. And, you know, like Mr. Rogers, or I don't know, what other famous Misters are out there, you know, like Mr. Rogers Neighborhood kind of thing, you know, that kind of thing, you know, where it's just, they're known by that. So I just thought Mr. Comics was cool and all that. So, and that's just how it started, you know. So the name stuck for me. And like I said, I thought about doing it, you know, Mr. T. Yeah, there you go. I forgot about Mr. T. But, cool. That's cool. Very interesting. But I've often thought about it, you know, because either I'm like, when I started collecting it, I mean, what do you guys think? You know, let me know in the chat here. What do you guys think? Oh, now you're just making me look bad, Ruben. I didn't think of this stuff. You're making me look bad, seriously. But when I started collecting, it was Mr. Comics. So I was into comic books. But what would you guys think? Because I'm into pops as well, you know. But I don't know how to incorporate that. How would I turn Mr. Comics 89 into something to do with pops? You know, because I want to keep, I don't want a complete re-logo or rename to where I'm telling people, hey, this is Matt from Mr. Comics 89. You know, I'm now Billy Bob Joe Dean, you know, comics and pops. You know, that's what my thing is labeled at now, but this is Mr. Comics. I just changed my name. If I change my name, I want people to still be able to recognize me. Well, I have thought about that. I have thought about Mr. Comic Pop, but I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure how to make it look. I guess I could be Mr. CP too. Well, that sounds like a medical term, CP. So, or no, computer term, CPU. So, yeah. Well, thank you. I try and keep this thing comic book and pop related and all that. I do talk a little bit about stuff here or there, but I keep my personal life and my personal preferences out of it, you know, except when it comes to comic books, because I figure anyone who's watching this, that's what you're here for, is just that stuff, you know, comic books and pops and superhero stuff. You know, you're not here to discuss the weather. Yeah. Mr. Comic Pop, or, you know, just like I said, I'm not sure. You know, Mr. Comics 89 or Comic Pop or Pop Comic. Well, that one has a good ringtone to it. Pop Comics. Nah, it's a little bit too much, maybe. I don't know, because I don't want to lose the 89 either. 89 just makes it personal, if that makes any sense. I mean, it says, to me, it says that's me, because it has 89 in it, the year I was born. So it makes it personal in that regard. So, I don't know. Like I said, but then again, there are Funko Pops that are the comic book superhero stuff. So it's not like they are completely independent. You know, if it was just, Funko Pops here that I was just into anime, you know, if it's just anime that I was into, you know, then it would be a little more difficult, I guess. But since I'm also into, you know, like Spider-Man and stuff like that, it just fits too. So I might just end up sticking with it. I'm here to hear you. Well, it's partly sunny outside with a good chance of cooling down, and there might be a good chance of rain later on. No, there's no rain. Our rain here sucks. And Raymond, what did I just say about we don't talk politics here? This is not a PC culture. Although that's just, me being funny. That's just, kind of funny there. You know, not a bad joke, but yeah, PC 89. Yeah, everything before 1989 is good. I'll talk about it as is, but after 89, I get a little correct. But yeah. Hey, you hit it right up there. You threw the pitch, and I hit it out of the park. So call the show Mr. Comics 89 Funko Pop Hour. That would be an idea. But then I guess that's also how I came up with the idea for that too. I mean, that's why I kind of came up with the idea for this logo. There you go. You know, when it's right here, you know, comics and pops. It's a way to say it's what I'm about now without changing the name. So I guess if I rebrand a little bit, you know, not rename but rebrand like people do, you know, Hewlett and Packard used to be a computer company, but now it's crap. When I read Steve Jobs' biography and it talked about rebranding and all that, well, that's what I'll do. Apple started as just Apple, just computers, you know, Apple computers. But when it became about phones and iPods and things like that, it dropped the computers and became just Apple. It wasn't a rename, it was a rebrand because it was not just about computers anymore. So yeah, I think I'll definitely think I'll just keep the name and rebrand, you know. You know, that's, I think, you know, and the more I'm leaning into it, this design is perfect here. You know, this design is perfect. You know, just maybe without, you know, right here or whatever is what, or where it'll be. So it's a lot of blue with the hint of red, which is really cool. Really? That is interesting. That is very interesting. I mean, that's like a 180 though, to go from playing cards to computers. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what to do. You know, things happen with rebranding and things. You know, companies change all the time. So definitely. But yeah, is there anything anyone wants to talk about? You know, all that. You know, any questions or a subject? You know, we're talking about. You know, just there you go. Don't know how much I can get up against. You know, I started out, like I said, how I started out in Funko Pops. Now I'm into some artwork and all that. Speaking of which, I just had my 500 sub video there recently. Mr. Rob Boswell won the 500 sub thing. Wow. Yeah, I remember seeing playing cards in like the Civil War movie. You know, the Civil War movies like Glory and things like that, or things before. And because I just remember thinking, going, why did they never put the number or the letter for the King, Queen, Jack on the cards before? How come they just have the symbols? That to me always seemed silly and pointless and dumb. I mean, I guess it's a lot easier to print just the shapes of the hearts, diamonds, and all that than it would be to put a frame. And I'm not saying put a picture, but just put a number, you know, or a letter on there. So I guess you're limited by the technology of the time. How do we get the playing cards? How do we get the playing cards from comic books? But yeah, you know, so. But yeah, if anyone wants to chat, you know, I'll drop the invite link again here. If anyone wants to stop by and say hello, you're more than welcome to join me. You know, Stay Puff here visited for a little while, so not much going on recently here. Doing the knockout to this season here into round 9. I lost the first round. Tuesday will be episode 10. It'll be Superpower Review versus Lady Fantastic doing Batman versus Thor. Now, obviously, you think Thor would have Batman beat, but Batman's like that character you can't count out. If there's anybody who can beat a god, it would be Batman. And if there's anyone who can argue for Batman to defeat, well, I guess Lady Fantastic's not doing Batman, so Lady Fantastic's doing Thor. So I pity Kevin in arguing his Batman. So, you know, but I'm definitely look forward to that. So I just need to think of some questions to ask both players to get to throw into the debate as we see who's who and all that. Yeah, Batman has the street cred. but Thor has a rainbow bridge. You know, so definitely there. So, yep. Then I've been doing my collection, which I've been showing off all the videos that I've been doing that for things, you know, starting with nice banner design. I'm not sure how to change it. I like it as it is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is I was thinking about adding spider web, but everything I see, I don't like. Of course, I'm using this highclipart.com. That's what I use for my for my thumbnails and pictures and things that I do for that. That's how that's how I create the things and all that. So I was looking on there for spider web, but I have not found anything I like because everything looks like, oh, it's a spider web that you see outside. But I haven't seen anything that's Spider-Man like, you know, that's that I could have across, you know, have across the design or across here, you know, like my screen here, you know, that just sprinkle here or there a little bit so it looks like Spider-Man was swinging a bit or whatever. So I just haven't seen anything that screams Spider-Man. I've seen stuff that screams spiders, you know, the circle stuff and that, you know, stuff that just make it look stupid. So I get what you're saying with that, but it's just very hard to get something that I like. You know, I am my own worst critic. I mean, sometimes my standards are here and sometimes they're up here. And when it comes to my artwork or this designs, I mean, you probably understand as an artist yourself, you know, we have standards for our own designs, our own work that if we don't meet it, it doesn't pass. And I haven't found anything to meet my expectations, so I've had to leave it out. Who knows? You know, maybe I'll create a Mr. Comics redesign logo 2.0. It'll pop up here in a second. I saw it here. It hasn't popped up on StreamYard yet. Your comment, Raymond. Here he is. Some of you guys on YouTube should somehow get together and do a collaborative show. Well, we do. You know, in a sense, you got that art hour that's done on, I think, is it just Rican and his comics, that collaborative art thing that would make me look. I mean, I take a while for my art, so I don't think I could be on his show. 60 seconds or a minute and 20 seconds to do something. Talk about stick figures. I mean, I've seen some of the art. I've seen a few episodes of that and all that, and even the least artwork there still seems better than mine. You know, I mean, this here, my self-portrait here that I recently did, that took, well, it took like 2 or 3 days to draw it the way I liked it. And painting it took another week and all that. So, and that's being simple. I know that if you go to Reggie's channel, if you go to Reggie Collects channel and all that, the Fantastic Four 49 artwork that's done behind him by the guy, crap, I don't know what his name is Mark, but I forget what his name is on Instagram. But that kind of thing I cannot recreate and all that. I mean, this is my best attempt at recreating. I did this Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man 33 and all that. But you can tell things are different. There's a lot less water here, but that's also because of the picture frame itself. And the water's different because water is very, very hard. This is my first attempt to try and do water. But that's the reason why I went with this comic book instead of trying to do, say, Amazing Spider-Man #1, or instead of trying to do Hobgoblin here at first, Hobgoblin. That's a lot of lines, a lot of detail, and I don't have the patience. I don't think I have the patience or the talent, honestly. I mean, I'm hard on myself. I picked an older Ditko style, or not Ditko style, Ditko cover, and that's how I was able to do it, because how simple 33 is. If I try to do, Amazing Spider-Man 122 that's up there, or if I try to do you know, Amazing Spider-Man 800, the regular Alex Ross cover with all that detail. I couldn't do it. You know, of course, I don't. Part of that is because I don't think I have the patience. You know, I would want my. I like to get it. I like to be able to, boom, knock it out. You know, I find it relaxing to spend all day or all weekend doing a project, but to do it, for weeks or months, like I would have to do it. I don't know if I'd have the patience, because I'd be one line, erase it, don't like it. One line, erase it, don't like it. One line, okay, good, move on to the next one. So, all right, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe you can modify McFarlane's spaghetti webbing to fit into the banner. Maybe. Maybe I'll have to look into that. Because that would be, because he did that thicker stuff too. So maybe I can Google some McFarlane spider web and see what I can come up with, and see it. And because I can use an app or a website to remove the background. So maybe I can just have the webbing. So yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that. So thank you. Good idea. Hey, Mr. Comics, how are you? I'm a pro wrestler and start my own channel. Oh, awesome. Channel at Zach the Ripper Comics around the topics of comic book, video games, and of course pro wrestling. I enjoy your content. Oh, well, thank you very much. I try to be chill. And what's the point of not being honest, you know? Yeah, the last, I don't know, because you saying you're a pro wrestler reminded me of what's that last movie with not Arnold Schwarzenegger, with Dwayne in The Rock in it, Fighting Family or All in the Family. It's about that, I think, first female champion, the youngest ever female champion, and what's her name? Crap. Some English family, and wrestling. You know, they say religion brings people together or saves people's lives. Religion or wrestling saved my life. What is that movie? Fighting with my family. There we go. About Paige. There we go. That's right. My wife bought that movie a while ago, and honestly, I've never been into wrestling. Honestly, I mean, the only wrestling I watched a little bit of was school wrestling. Pro wrestling always seemed a little too flashy and over the top for me. I mean, I understand that some people love it and cool. I mean, but that movie surprised me how good it was. Because, yeah, I mean, I was expecting to be this the whole time. Cool. But me and my wife are always like, this is a cool movie. I like this movie. So, I mean, it's definitely, the showmanship and all that. It's all, you know, part of the show that's just not part of who I am as a person. So maybe that's why I didn't quite get it. But it's definitely a cool show. But yeah, kudos. So I would definitely have to see if I can check you out. So, and thank you very much. So, hey, Yesy Lou. How's it going? The winner of one of my other contests, you know, the 400, I believe. When you won my old copy of ASM 122. So, I believe so. So, good to see you. Good to see you. Have you seen The Wrestler starring? No, I have not seen that at all, I don't think. Because I believe, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And so, yeah, I haven't seen it. Like I said, I don't watch many wrestling movies. You know, I don't think I watch many wrestling movies. In fact, I'm more likely to watch a boxing movie like Rocky and things like that. But you're at home here. Oh, cool. Yeah, so welcome, man. Like, again, welcome, Zach. So, like I said, just thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that if you like my stuff, I've earned your subscription. So it's definitely a lot of fun. I love just talking like this, just talking to you guys. It's been a lot of fun hanging out. You're not. Yeah, well, don't feel bad. I do it all the time. I'm better about there, and there, but you're and your, and you are and your. I still can't spell that correctly, and all that. So cool. Well, I said I'll try and yeah. Let's see if I can write that down, and I'll definitely have to try and check it out. The Wrestler. All right. So, but yeah. Till the next subject comes up, does anyone have any other questions? Because I'm running out of things to really know what to talk about. Like I said, I have some original artwork now. Most of it's by the Dominic Glover. There's an unboxing video, unboxing original art that I did recently, where you see a printing that I unboxed from him. I have two from him: Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin, and Mary Jane and Peter Parker, or as Spider-Man. Excuse me, because I love him, because I love those characters. And I got a Web of Spider-Man 32 print of the page that was part of my 500 sub giveaway contest that I did for trivia, but the winner of the print asked if he could switch it for my ASM 294 that I bought at the same time, because one of those was going to be a contest prize. He wanted the Amazing More, and I was more than happy to oblige to him because I wanted to keep the web, to be honest. I love the black suit. Ah, cool, cool. Really? That is awesome. Was I mentioned in a video or something? Because I haven't been on Reggie's channel too much lately. I've been swamped trying to do my own show, trying to do work, trying to deal with my son, who's been getting into some trouble lately. I mean, I don't know how to. Shout out to all you stepdads out there. You know, I don't know how you guys do it and make it look easy. I struggle. My son is opinionated, strong-headed. Just they say it's the parents' curse and all that, you know, that you get kids exactly like you. I became his stepdad when he was 7. He just turned 7. I missed the first 6 years of his life. So I missed the first six years of my son's life, but somehow I wound up with exactly my kid. You know, my personality, my attitude, my orneriness, I mean, you don't see a lot of that here, or at least my orneriness somewhat, because like I said, I'm more chill here. But you know, just I wound up with my kid. You know, I never, you know, he's always my son. That's when I introduce him to people, I say this is my son. So I'm the only dad he's ever known. You know, his biological said, that's not my kid, stay away from me, you know, and basically he leaves. I mean, this is not in comic books, and I apologize, but he basically quits jobs when the state's trapped, when he's tracked down by the government to get his child support. He will quit and try and get paid under the table where he can. So my wife gets no child support, or rarely gets child support from him, because he quits whenever he's found and all that. So I'm the only dad my son's known. So, and I do appreciate it. So I know my wife told me all the time, you're a great dad, you're a great dad. So it's tough sometimes too, especially since I have a small anger problem. You know, I mean, by that I mean I can I mean, you can tell if you watch my videos that I can get very passionate about something, and passionate personality can lead to a quick temper. I mean, that's what I believe in. So if I get angry, I get passionate, and if I get passionate, it fuels it. So controlling myself is always the toughest thing. So anyway, back to comic books. No more about deadbeat dads or all that. So saw in one of his chats. Yeah, that is cool. Well, I appreciate your support and your support of my channel. So definitely means a lot. So what else to talk about? I mean, I read a cool book recently about 100 things Spider-Man fans should know and do before they die. It's by Dan Gvozniak, some name that I can't quite pronounce. He and his friend Mark have a podcast, The Amazing Spider Talk, and I love listening to it. I listen to it every week when it comes out, or every time a new episode comes out. It's all their Spider-Man stuff you could want and all that. They talk about reviews. They talk about, the book reviews. They talk about character reviews. You know, like when they did when they reorganized the show into seasons and all that, season 1 was all about the whole Stan Lee, Steve Ditko time period and all that. They had like the Steve Ditko art, the villains, and things like that. And so, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So listen to that. And so, yeah, it's called I'll write it down here because anyone wants to check it out. It's The Amazing Spider Talk. They also have a YouTube page and all that. And there's some couple of cool guys. They both have complete sets of Amazing Spider-Man and all that. Dan will tell you that he has every issue of Amazing Spider-Man, including the annuals, which definitely count. And Mark will tell you that he has every issue of Amazing Spider-Man, including the I'm not sure if he has every issue of the annuals as well, but he says the annuals don't count. So they have a friendly little argument there all the time and all that. So it's really fun. But yeah, that's where I get a lot of my. This is where I get a lot of my Spider-Man talk and all that. When I'm not watching YouTube here, I'm at work and I'm sneaking in a little podcast listening and all that. I'm listening to their show, learning more and more about Spider-Man. So if anyone out there says, "Man, you know a lot about Spider-Man," this is where I got a lot of it. Just listen to their show and listen to them talk. So, because like I said, that's yeah. Well, Mark will tell you that the certain annuals count, like the first one and annual. I will say 19, where the wedding issue of Peter and Mary Jane. He will say certain issues count, but he won't say all the issues count. And so I said, like, how about this? Every issue, annuals don't count except when you collect them or when you have them all. So I said something like that, got a little chuckle out of him, I believe. Hi, puppy dog. My dog here, one of my dogs here probably wants out soon. So, yeah. Hey, how's it going? You want to say hi? This is Thea. Say hi. Rude much? Annuals definitely count. Their books with art and all that. Yeah. In fact, that's what I think got me into comic books so much. I liked superheroes as a kid and all that. I loved reading. What got me into reading was Harry Potter. 4th grade Harry Potter. My teacher, Mr. Rasmussen, which we called Mr. Raz. Back then in the school system. Hi. You're back now? I'll do it in a second, okay? But back then in the school system, it was a whole reading hour. Go away. But hey James, how's it going? This is the guy who won my other Amazing Spider-Man 294 print. So, but yeah, what happened was in my reading classes and all that, you had like read for 30 minutes a day, private reading and all that. Of course, being kids in 4th grade, we're like, do we have to read? So the teacher was like, okay, here's the deal. I will read to you guys and you stay quiet and don't tell anyone. So we're like, yeah. We don't have to read. Great. And all that. So what he did was read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first Harry Potter book. And I loved it. I loved that show. I loved the book. It was so cool. In fact, I went home to my mom and go, Mom, we have to buy this book. We have to read this book. And so every night, me and my mom, when she bought that book, would read one chapter of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I fell in love with Harry Potter and reading and all that. Of course, soon after, my parents got divorced, and so Harry Potter was an escape for me. So ever since then, I've been into reading. I love reading. And also, I love artwork and all that. I've tried to be an artist, but I never got the talent. But I read Walter Isaacson's book on Da Vinci, and just the brilliance of Leonardo da Vinci. I got so into it. And I always loved artwork, but he inspired me too. Just so into it. I just loved the art. I love looking at art. Art is just so beautiful just to look at, especially when you see what you like. And so when I got into comic books, here was this art and reading in one. And that's how I got into comics. I guess one of the reasons why I got so easily into comic books is it combined my love of reading, my love of artwork, and in some aspects, history, which I also love when it talks about real things or certain things and all that. So not history, not so much, but art and reading, it definitely did it. So yeah, all lives matter. Sorry, all annuals matter. Yeah, I definitely side with Dan on that annuals count. Of course, right now I'm just after all 849 issues of Amazing Spider-Man and all that. But eventually I'll get the annuals too. But I'm after the others first. Of course, I really should get Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1 sooner rather than later, because that thing's only going to go up in price, especially if they make a movie with them. But yeah, thank you, James, for the congratulations, and I really, excuse me, I really hope that you're enjoying Amazing Spider-Man 294 print on your if you have it on your wall or wherever you have it. So definitely looks cool. You know, I have my signed ASM 294 that I also have signed by Mike Zeck. You know, that just in the comic book. It's in a CBCS 9.0. It's got it signed at my first convention. Can I have 15 to 30 more minutes? Is that too much to ask for? You're so like a girl that you cannot let me have this time to talk to my friends. Go play with the boys. Go play. Go on. Go play with the boys. How's it going, Luis? Yeah, I was just talking to my dog. And girl won't leave me alone. What can I say? But yeah, so art and books and storytelling. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Zach. You have a great point there. So I had that thought not long ago. So yeah, nothing else to really add. Nothing else to really talk about. Fine. I guess I better go here because my dog will not leave me alone. She wants to go outside. Want to go outside or dinner? Outside. So, all right. So, thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you for everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. It means a lot to me that I have your guys' support. You know, give me a like if you like this video at all. And if you're not subbed yet, I really hope I earned your sub. You know, I don't do this for, you know, some channels make money and all that or whatever. I don't do this for the money. I mean, if I got a super chat or something, I would be eternally grateful, but I don't do it for that. I do this for fun and for just, you know, to have fun with you, just to have fun and talk to you guys and show off comic books and pops. Yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. Thank you everyone for showing up. Stay tuned for the next video coming out. The knockout will be, I believe, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. It's Batman versus Thor. So simply stay tuned for that. And because we do live voting there for the winner, so your vote counts. So speaking of elections, your vote counts. This does in the show. So thank you everyone for stopping by. Please stay safe out there in this crazy year we're in with Corona and all that stuff. And as always, happy collecting, everyone, and stay tuned for my next video. So happy collecting. I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.